This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not explaining to my intern exactly what R&B is, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Women are not an homogenous group.
We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
Big Day of Play is a celebration of Seattle's diversity, and it encourages neighbors, communities, and families to have fun, build relationships, and be active together. It's a day to play your way. We'll see you on Saturday, August 20th from 12 to 6 p.m. at Rainier Playfield next to the Rainier Community Center. Don't forget to RSVP at bigdayofplay.org with promo code BDOP14 for a chance to win prizes.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Don't forget to log on www.RainierAvenueRadio.world.
What's good? You're locked into fresh juice right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. I'm D Money.
What's up? It's Pint Size Patron.
IDYourself, you heard? Every Wednesday, 9 to 11, with interviews,
New hip hop and R&B.
straight from Washington streets and worldwide. Don't go nowhere. Here's the first song.
I'll tell you, Patron.
Early morning sun peeking through the blinds, and it caught me just how much last night had lost me. I need a cup of coffee and a little bit of something in my leaf rolled up to shake them bad vibes off me. I'ma get lit up, then hit up my bros. Feeling froggy, I might even hit them sit-ups, who knows? But I gotta get up and go in the mix. Brush the dirt off my kicks as I slip through the door. Let's go. I've been sick of the neighbor giving a side eye. She don't like that we've been blowing weed and getting sky high, but I ain't about to let her spoil my day. So I push this joint to my face, smile at her and do a drive-by. I feel so amazing. Cloud 9 ain't enough for me. So where you at? What's the occasion? And we'll be there for the function, screaming. Everybody put them up like a stick up, like a stick up, like a stick up. And where you at? If you want, come and get some. Come and get some. Come and get some. Reach for the sky like a stick up, like a stick up, like a stick up. And wherever you at, if you want, come and get some. You can come and get some. Come and get some love.
After the liquor store for some alkaline. Summer days, cold water got me feeling fine. Out in California for the seaside. Smoking good weed higher than the tree lines. I be rolling up a little, smoking with my brothers, feel like Malcolm in the middle. Marshawn Lynch got a pocket full of Skittles. Weed chocolates, about to take a few nibbles.
Let me get those.
I'm making wins out of losses. My play speak for itself, there's no talking. I got 2 fingers up, I stay rocking. This shit, I made it this far, I ain't stopping. Nah, I'm driving a car that's shoddy, vanilla in my coffee with the spirit of Rocky. I be spitting my hobby, blowing clouds of Kotsky. My cockpit foggy, my wave is tsunami.
Everybody put 'em up like a stick up, like a stick up, like a stick up. And where you at? If you want, come and get some, come and get some, come and get some. Reach for the sky like a stick up, like a stick up, like a stick up. And wherever you at, if you want, come and get some. You can come and get some, come and get some love.
I found my happy place, burning 8, feeling great as I'm turning gray. Turn the page, good vibes, gon' burn the sage. Earning pay, every day, sipping Earl Grey. In my sweat stretched out, what a flex, no stress, just a perfect day. Fettuccine noodles with the sauce, hit some different way. Rays from the sun, been kissing on my skin. Now I'm sipping on some gin with the grapefruit. Nothing that I can't do. The homies mixing lemon with the Grey Goose. Ooh, everybody feeling like ooh. Everybody feeling real cool. Drink a lot of water, refuel. Smoking marijuana, playing pool. Scratch on the 8 ball and lose. It's a hit to my pride, now I'm back on the move. My city shine bright in the night like jewels. I ride around and with a mic, I get you hype like fool.
Now everybody put 'em up like a stick up, like a stick up, like that stick up. And where you at? If you want, come and get some, come and get some, come and get some. Reach for the sky like a stick up, like a stick up, like that stick up. And wherever you at, if you want, come and get some. You can come and get some, come and get some love.
Hey, yup, much love, much love.
Please come and get some love, 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 love.
You can come and get some, you can come and get some love.
Rainier Avenue Radio, fresh juice, baby. Yes, that opening up sounds from Spokane, Exact Change, and Matisse, Where Ya At, featuring Waffles and Al Green. Beautiful music right there, man. You can come and get some right here on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. I go by the name of D Money.
I'm Pint Size Patron.
IDYourself is on his way. And OG Mambo came to get our guest in the door here real quick, so we'll get him in.
Stepped out a quick second, but he's right there.
Yeah, he's here, man. And had to do a couple little quick checks real quick at the beginning of the show. But as always, this show right here is all about new hip hop, new R&B, and conversation. And this week, we got a couple of great artists coming at you, and one here in the studio, which bring it in here in just a second real quick, but as well as one coming out from almost the other side of the globe, man. She's actually from Norway, and she's going to be joining us from the Faroe Islands. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but but that is what it is right there. Siri Black going to be joining us, man. And I know ID is extremely excited about her. He has been all over the group chat. There's OG Mambo right there.
Come on, man. The killer's in the building. You know
Yes, sir. And definitely, man. That's Siri Black. She'll be joining us shortly. Also, will be joining us in just a minute. Charlie Cash here in the studio as well. So lots to come at you. We'll be doing a couple other things, including our game show, Take Your Pick, where things just get random as hell. I mean, just an example, the one we posted this morning, spend the night in a theme park or a museum. That got kind of crazy. So who knows what will go down tonight?
I still think y'all are tripping.
Who knows, though? Who knows? All the music on our show is available on our Spotify playlist. You can go search that at Fresh Juice Mix 2022. Fresh Juice Mix 2022. In addition to our IG and Twitter, follow us there at Fresh Juice Media, as well as our Facebook group. Facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. Yes, sir. All right. Who do we want to bring in first, man? Do we want to go international or do we want to go local first?
Nah, we gotta touch overseas while we overseas. You know what I'm
saying? Okay. Why don't you bring her in? I mean, we got two lovely ladies, but bring the international one in first.
All right, for sure. Let me do my due diligence.
Do it.
Coming from across the pond to bless us with soulful gifts, positive messaging, uplifting energy. Not the Black Siri, as you may be confused if you were Googling like I was Googling. But we got Siri Black in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and make some noise, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise.
Hello. Hi.
The Faroe Islands.
Yes.
That's how. Is that how you say it?
First question.
That's correct.
First question. Do you guys ever just randomly use American accents?
If we do?
Do you ever like use like an American accent? Like people in America always use European style accents when they're joking or playing. So I wonder if in your pastime you ever like, howdy, partner. And if you
yeah, we do that, and we also do the Cali girl. So
the Cali girl. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
What's your
Valley
best,
girl?
Show me your best Cali girl.
Well, so like I'm from the Valley, and like literally I'm a Rainier Radio Avenue, and it's so cool. Like literally.
Yes.
Something like that.
actually, here we call it the Valley Girl. Actually,
Valley Girl, yeah.
Yeah, even though it is in Cali, but that in LA, there's this area called the Valley that has like that particular accent.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think we have one more lovely lady to bring in, and she's here in the studio with us.
Yeah, we do. I think you got me. There we go. Bring him back.
Bring him back. Okay. Go ahead.
It says my mic is muted. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not.
We can hear you, yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. I can hear myself, but that's okay. It doesn't matter as long as the people can hear me. We got a household name, a queen in her own right, CD veteran, all about the moolah. Charlie Cash is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise.
And there she is, yo.
Good to see y'all.
Hey.
Yeah. Good to have you.
I have a big head. I don't know if I should put these headphones on.
You might want to be able to hear. We got a couple people. Miles Salvador says, Siri, you are very pretty. Nice to have you at the show.
Thank you, Miles.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you meant Siri. My bad.
No, I thought me too. I thought me and Patron were looking especially nice. No, I do want to compliment you on that, my brother Patron. That hat, man. Like, what you doing today, man?
I gotta give love to that hat too, man.
My man Patron said.
Man, I saw Nope yesterday.
Okay.
I seen the Asian dude with the cowboy hat, and I was like, I can flip that. This isn't a sponsorship, but Nope is dope, man. I like it.
Oh man, yeah, that is some good stuff, man. How's your guys' week been? Let's start with the hosts first, and then we're gonna check in with you guys real quick.
Yeah, I had we went to see Nope last night, and that was fun. Had a little date night.
Nice.
Man, mine was cool. I DJ'd for the second time in my life last Friday.
I saw that, man.
And they were turning up. You know what I'm saying? I was getting busy. People was coming and standing in front of me and stuff. It was like a little mini show. I'm not going to cap. I was feeling myself a tiny little bit, man. So it was smooth. I'm about to be back on Friday too.
Another match on the belt.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He wears many hats, kind of like you, Patron. I wear a lot of hats. That's all, that's all it is.
Man, and ID, how's your week been?
It's been a busy one, bro. I'm a busy boy, dog. I'm doing good though. Everything is everything.
Okay.
How are you?
My week's been pretty chill. But I'm excited to talk to both of our guests tonight. So, man, Siri, how's your week been?
It's been good. I've been out here in the Faroe Islands. I've helped out my uncle on his farm and done some fishing and being out in nature and going to the studio in a couple of hours. Because I mean, it's 5 a.m. here right now. So
okay, you can wake up with us. We'll wake you up.
In the comments.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Charlie? Man, how's the week been?
It's been a good week. I literally just came from the studio right now. I've been pretty busy. Trying to keep myself active, so I can be focused, keep it going.
Okay. Dope. Okay.
Damn, we got one coming from the studio, one going to the studio. Y'all ladies ain't playing. Wow.
It's going to be a fun show, y'all. So make sure you stay locked in. Go ahead and share this show, y'all. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. All those platforms. Go ahead and share that with your friends. We're going to be live here until 11 with both of these lovely ladies here, Charlie Cash and Siri Black. So lots coming at you. stay right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. But before we play this next joint, which is by Siri, we played this about a month ago, and it became automatically ID's favorite song.
That boy.
You talking about that? You talking about the Let the World Unite joint?
So much. So. And I just have to play the clip that we put up on our YouTube channel, man, with what he did after we played "Let the World Unite" by Siri. So this is what ID did.
I'll tell you, Patron.
Shout out to Norwegian.
When he gets the girl back, all the fish start singing, bro. Let the world unite.
What?
Oh my! I could see that. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Yo, you see me down there on the fit. You see me down there on the ocean floor with the John Travolta fit. You know what I'm saying, with the wingtips. You know what I'm saying? You got to let the world unite. You got to
put the scuba gear on.
You got Stupid Steve up in here.
ID on the flippers.
I don't know where this is going, so we're gonna move on. There you go. Thank you, ID.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I thought y'all was talking about playing the clip from when I was dancing during the song being played. I know what you're talking about, though. I told him I was dance floor boogie, bro. Dance floor boogie's a real thing.
Dance floor boogie, yo. Oh my God. So with that being said, let's let the world unite right now on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice by Siri Black.
It's the time to give in. The world is beating and I don't know how to stop it. Will the good ever win? When it can't get any worse, let's find a way to top it. Where do we go from here? It's hard to find a way when you're controlled by fear. Surrender your doubt. Be the light that gon' draw darkness out. In this together, we're all the same. So let the world unite. Come together, clean out the toxic thought. Let the world unite. We're forever moving in the rhythm of God. Let the world unite. We're awake when we're all equal. That's the weapon power to the people. Come together, honey, just shine your light. Let the world unite. We know who we are. Conscious beings on a higher vibration. Orbit a star. Erase all the borders, let Earth be our nation. It's time we pick up the pace. If we're running in place, we lose the human race. Life is a gift, and it can be magical if we just let it go within, don't go without. We're all the same, so let the world unite. Come together, clean out the toxic thought. Let the world unite. We're forever moving in the rhythm of God. Let the world unite. We're awake when we're all equal. That's the weapon power to the people. Come together, honey, just shine your light. Let the world unite. So let the world unite. Come together, clean out the toxic thought. Let the world unite. We're forever moving in the rhythm of God. Let the world unite. We're awake when we're all equal. That's the weapon power to the people. Come together, honey, just shine your light. Let the world unite.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice.
Hey, yo.
Let the World Unite by Siri Black.
Ooh, bro, I got G-checked. I'm sorry for interrupting everybody just now, but check this out. I got G-checked by my girl the other day, right? And it was because I was playing a song, like an old school song, like a late 80s, early 90s jam. And we was going some old school stuff all day long. And I cut the song off like 12 seconds before it ended, and I didn't stop hearing about that until the end of the car ride. But bro, I was about to go off on you like, fam, it wasn't over yet. But now it sounds like, it sounded like 2 years ago. But I love that jam, yo, for real.
Thank you.
And the video is so dope too. Is that your family that you captured in there just having fun?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was peeping.
That's a fun family. Yeah.
Yeah, I was peeping that you guys were like really physically connecting a lot, and kind of did some digging or whatever, and like I think it was called Revenge or Coward or something like that, a record you did. But in general, back in the day, like you were having family members like show up and dance, and people were doing like interview clips and stuff. Like you really interact with people deeply in the sense of like getting their information to exchange footage to putting it into your material and stuff. So that's dope.
It seems
Thank
really
you.
purposeful too, like all the imagery, the different facets of your family, the different members, like all the different personalities, cultural backgrounds, different orientations, all that. You know, I could see different glimpses of it, you know, like sprinkled in very subtly, but very purposefully. That was beautiful. I liked it, man.
Thank you.
I like how
sure.
positive it was. Like I'm just so into seeing positive music. It really just feeds my soul. So I do appreciate that because I feel like
It's an artist.
It's all over the place. The messaging, you know, I like how the visuals and the actual song and the lyrics itself were just so cohesive and made me feel good.
Oh, thank you.
It's an artist called Jot 9. And
Shout out to your family, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely, Patron. What you said, man? Get that again, man.
I was gonna say, shout out to your family, by the way, man. I know what it's
Oh,
like
most
now to get family in a music video for sure.
Nah, for real.
Get all the personalities. How was that? Was it difficult? Was there anyone that was harder to get into it or not, or was everyone fully supportive? Or
Well, my mom refused to dance, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, they were all like digging it down. Yeah.
what's your cultural background?
Well, my mom's from here, the Faroe Islands, and my father, he's from Senegal.
Ah,
Oh wow,
Senegalese.
Okay.
Yes.
But you were born in Norway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you speak? What's the native tongue of Senegal?
Wolof.
Do you speak it? Well, you
A
said
little
it's
bit.
so smooth. So
Well, I was gonna
you
say,
must-
I heard her
you must
saying
know
some of the
enough to get
language.
by.
I was watching some Instagram clip, and she was like in the back of. I'm sorry, interrupting. I apologize. There was some clip where you speaking another language, and I was trying to like make it out. You know what I'm saying? Like you can kind of pick up dialect sometimes, and I couldn't make it out for nothing. And you were like in a taxi or something. There was a black young man with braids in his hair guiding traffic or something. There was like goats in the back of the road, and like.
Oh,
like,
yeah. That was
And so
Norwegian.
I was just hearing a different language and stuff, so that's cool.
I was speaking Norwegian then. Yeah.
Word up,
Word. Okay.
That's fly.
It's also funny because last week our guest was Seven the Panther, and when we showed the picture of our guest for the next week, he's like, "You talking about Norway? Do we do it like Norway?" And I mean,
I don't think he knew black people were in Norway. That was that anomaly.
I was gonna say,
We everywhere.
I was gonna say, I don't know what
everywhere.
Is it as rare as we think it is, or are there more black people in Norway?
I don't know.
There are more than me and my family. Yes.
I don't know an NBA player.
It goes beyond Siri Black.
Yeah.
Can I ask my famous all-time question of how you came up with your name?
My name?
Yeah.
It is my name.
Well, both of you guys actually, but I was going to start with you while we're doing this little segment about you. But yeah, how'd you get your name?
I was born with it.
That's your name?
Yeah.
Her name is
That is
Siri
so
Black,
gangster, yo. I just watched. Look, check this out. Last night, me and Margot watched the interview of how the lady came up with the voice for Siri, and she had an interview on like a talk show and everything. I was watching and everything. It was like 15 minutes, and I was like, "That's crazy." And I was like, "Yo, she should meet Siri Black, yo."
Y'all definitely
like give
gotta
her like a voice. You feel me? How they did what's it called? The actors would make like a voice for the Siri. You know what I'm saying? You can get like an actor to be your voice or whatever. Like they should give her a voice.
I think my producer watching this. I'm gonna have him work.
Apple, hook her up, yo.
We gonna sample. No, we gonna sample it. Apple ain't gonna do it. We gonna steal it. I got you. We political. We political warriors. We gonna steal it.
So I want to go back to Let the World Unite and the creation of it. Like, how long ago did you make that, and what was the studio ambience like when you made it?
I made it here in the Faroe Islands with a producer called Badur Habag. It's the one I'm going to a session with later. And so we were in this little cabin kind of thing with like grass on the roof and everything. And we were in there, and I was kind of like, so this was right like in the midst of the Black Lives Matter movement and everything, and Floyd. Yeah. And I was just I was sick of it also. Initially, I wrote something quite negative, but then I figured out instead of It was actually burn it to the ground because this shit's not working.
Oh wow.
So we need to start from the bottom and build up. But then after a couple of days, like going back and forth with myself, I figured it's better to spread a positive message out into the world. And that's when I changed it to let the world unite instead. Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder.
That's heavy.
I wonder how that cut would have gone if it was a lot more negative.
You've not necessarily negative,
Well, I
but
mean,
you've spoken
real,
on it
real.
in other songs too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to think which one it was that I was watching earlier. There was another one where you had like protest clips specifically. Yes, exactly. And it was kind of it was a similar like unifying perspective, but it definitely you could feel a little bit more of like, I don't know if anger, but like, you know, frustration.
Yeah.
I think frustration would be, I think, the best adjective to kind of describe the energy that came from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I found the name of it. It was the song "Coward." But after like
Which we
listening
will
to Coward,
play later on in the show.
yeah, after listening to Coward and feeling that, I was like, okay, well, this isn't about necessarily letting the world unite. It's about feeling and then just being okay to feel and being that, just be it. You know what I'm saying? I'm being transparently communicative. You know what I'm saying? And so if you want to know what I'm thinking, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm thinking or feeling. But if you only want to see let the world unite, you might want to just check that out and hit subscribe, and then go listen to your other subscribe stuff and move it on. But you're just transparent with it, which is dope.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Definitely. All right, so we got a couple minutes here before our first break. We're gonna go ahead and pay out some tribute, some birthday celebrations going on here.
Oh, I got one too.
Some recognized. So I'll knock off a couple real quick. This one actually we should have recognized last week, but I did not know. But Paris Alexa last Sunday celebrated her birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Very
Happy
talented
birthday,
Paris Alexa. Also on Monday, Mike Capes from
yeah,
Portland.
oh,
Very
yeah.
hard to see right there. Livio is celebrating his birthday today.
North End, Nasty North. Come on, man.
He is he's a very talented freestyler out here.
He be battling, he be doing all that, man. Livio be talking.
Yeah, he be on his business too, just like this next person, Scott Elkins. It's his birthday today too. He's a previous guest on the show, but he's always throwing shows here in the North End, and he be rapping too.
Definitely.
Sunday, Shelby Poole celebrating her birthday.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, Shelby Poole. She needs to be on this show, by the way. Shelby Poole, you need to come on this show.
Make her sing.
Definitely. Laza's birthday is on Monday.
Laza, okay.
Laza, sorry, Laza.
Yeah.
Her birthday's on Monday, and also on Monday, B-Boy Fidget.
Oh, that's a 10
hard.
There.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday.
I'm from Seattle. I can't say the rest of it. Y'all know the song though.
Apparently he's not taking calls right now. So shouts out to B-Boy Fidget. He's been on this show numerous times. Always shows love. Shout out to his clothing line Fraggle Rock. I be rocking that a lot too. So yeah, his birthday is on Monday, man. All right, what do you guys got for birthdays?
Man, today I got to give a shout out to my dog, man, Thomas Rawls, former running back for the Seahawks.
Bro.
It's his birthday today, man. We was just at his joy hour out in Auburn, turning it up, man. So I got to shout my brother out.
Okay, Thomas Rawls.
I was gonna say happy birthday to Ange P. We said it last week, but we went to his barbecue this weekend.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
How was that?
Family event, man. Shout out to everybody in there.
Nice.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Lee Matz, man. Old head from the scene in general, but he used to throw mad shows and everything, and we still keep in touch and everything. He's out in California at this point doing this thing with his family, but it was his birthday today. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy Lee Matz.
Happy birthday. Yeah,
I'm gonna
definitely.
give a shout out to my mama because her birthday is August 11th.
Hey,
yeah, shout out to Mom Dudes.
Yeah,
Mama dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mama Cash. Happy birthday.
Mama bags.
All right. Well, what about you,
Mama
Siri?
Bags had Charlie Cash. You're a fool.
Well, what about you, Siri? Anybody in the family? Anybody you know having a birthday?
This week, last week,
Any Leos in your life?
next week.
Yeah, my grandma. She just turned 93.
Oh, Grandma Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a Tacoma head. I got a Tacoma head homie that I went to high school with, and his name is Leo, and he's a Leo.
Chill with all that. I was gonna say, I don't know if your birthday. I don't know if your birthday just passed, but if it did, happy birthday,
Devin
man.
Hart. I'm not sure what the wheelchairs are all about, but
It's not for everybody.
Nah, it's definitely not. He's tripping.
But if you got a wheelchair, he's sitting down.
You don't see the Suge Knight hat on. I don't know what he doing, Patrol.
All right, y'all. We have a great show. Rest of coming up at you. We're live until 11. We got Siri Black here joining us from the Faroe Islands. We got Charlie Cash joining us here in the studio. Lots more music to come. Lots more conversation. Lots more funnies. Keep up with those comments on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Oh, hello.
What's
hello.
shaking? This is Jenna. You're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with D Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself.
Are you a small business owner in Seattle who was impacted by COVID-19? The Seattle Office of Economic Development is investing $8 million to connect small businesses to operating capital. The Small Business Capital Access Program will lower the cost of Washington State Small Business Flex Fund loans by paying down 25% of the loan principal. Eligible small businesses can borrow up to $150,000 with a 4% interest rate to cover expenses like payroll, rent, utilities.
To Real Estate and Money every Tuesday afternoon. Tina Lombard with Guaranteed Rate Affinity. They'll help you navigate the waters of our volatile real estate market and offer you some guidance on how to make your hard-earned money work to make your dreams come true. Learn about current trends, get tips on financial matters, and have fun, interactive discussions about your home inside and out. That's Real Estate and Money.
This is your Rainier Avenue Radio.World community update on free online exercise classes. The YMCA of Pierce and Kitsap counties has launched more than 60 free online exercise classes and youth programs to support the health and well-being of the community. Classes include boot camp, yoga, weightlifting, boxing, tai chi, and more. Find classes at ymca360.org. No membership is needed to access these classes at ymca360.org.
Mga kaibigan, ito po si Kuya Bert Kawili.
And this is Miles Salvador from Australia.
And I'm Norb Kawili, also known as Norbcam. Kung gusto niyo po ang latest news and events from the Philippines at yung local Filipino community, Phil-Am Radio po.
We play Filipino music and interview guests from all around the world.
And I'll keep you updated on the latest Seahawks and sports news. Kaya always tune in, Phil-Am Radio every Tuesday, 1 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Rainier Avenue Radio.World.
And in YouTube and Facebook. Salamat po.
This message is brought to you by Public Health, Seattle and King County, the Washington Department of Health, Washington Chapter AAP, and Within Reach. No matter where your classroom is, whether in person or online, routine vaccinations protect your child from serious diseases like mumps and chickenpox, and they keep your child safe, healthy, and thriving. Need help finding a provider? Visit ParentHelp123.org or call the Help Me Grow Washington hotline at 1-800-322-2588.
Yo, what up, world? It's your boy Seven the Panther, man, a.k.a. the Carolina Hurricane with Ridiculous Slang, a.k.a. your baby mama's favorite rapper. You already know what it is. You tuned in to Fresh Juice right here on Rainier Avenue Radio with my guys, D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself OG Mambo. Y'all already know what it is, man.
Yeah.
Sound.
Hard.
You were right,
Yeah,
Teresa.
forget the foolery.
You were right.
Statue of Liberty, scales of justice, imbalance. A whole generation of new humans not solid. Only consume baby food, I'm warning ya. Kids catch SIDS when I switch up the formula. We worship money with the face of slave owners. Washingtons, Jacksons, the names don't atone us. 500 years of big pimping, it's all conditioning. Obviously, the psychology's long lasting. It's either God or Mammon, no one can serve two masters. On this west side, been telling all y'all to bow down. The rock is in my soul. Naturally, I'm raising eyebrows. Smell what I'm cooking, success sauteing, knocking out an industry that's funny at my weigh-ins. Hall of Fame quote, out your league, you can't play in. Focus on the chips and win, avoiding all the chaos. Hoisting up the trophies, they be playing just to play off. They speaking to the universe by calling demons out of seance. Rappers getting chipped off, tough guys involved. These votes is graveyard. Gun violence is paralysis. People stuck in the hood, the pills popped, it must be Cialis. Everyone be hard, it's not my DNA to dumb it down for you industry retards. I'm a black man refusing to mumble. I'ma keep it 100. 10 times special effects to my flex. No need for stunt doubles. Stand out amongst the stand-ins. I hear a lot of brand talk when all they know is the homie Brandon. Lost hair talking to God till I realize all I need is him. Speeding up to 110 on the way to function. Bumping 106. Me and Pookie so lit. He passed me a sativa for the leisure. Told me compromise for no man. On that BLM before it was slogan. In the field before goals of being a Trojan. Put condoms over lies I despise when y'all F up the truth. No more use debating the top 5 when I collect votes and landslide. Bomb first is what I was taught, I always land mine. Being well seasoned seems to come with the time. Yeah.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. That is a former guest on the show, FYI, out of the mid-city LA, Spears 2.0, The Prelude, production by K-Wiz. Check out his album Elevate. It's out.
Spears 2.0.
That was all.
Spears 2.0, yo.
That's one of them jams I got to listen to it again just to get all the bars, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have to do that, man. Definitely. So we are live, of course, on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, new hip hop and new R&B every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. with myself, D Money.
Pint Size Patron.
IDYourself, you heard.
And
OG Mambo. Come on, man.
Checking in with us from abroad in the Faroe Islands, it's Siri Black.
Hello.
And in the studio, Charlie Cash.
It is me.
It is her.
Herman Harp in the comments. Happy birthday to his little niece Tokyo.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
love. That is a dope name for a kid. Definitely.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Razzle dazzle.
So every week we always have a juice that we're featuring in the studio. It kind of got brought in. I haven't even seen the label yet. What flavor are we doing today?
That's that crayon watermelon.
Crayon what?
This is
Crayon
special.
watermelon.
This
That's
is
that.
special.
That's that crayon watermelon. And Pint Size Patron came through, man.
Okay.
Lady Gina. Shout out
Crayon
Man,
watermelon.
Gina, shouts out to you, Gina. You held it down this week.
Okay, yeah, much love. So yeah, we got Charlie Cash here in the studio, and as Mambo said at the beginning, man, a face that you need to learn, man. I hear like we have a song from her we're gonna play. I think we're gonna get a live performance later on from you later on the show. You model, you
Charlie,
actress. I mean, is there anything
Charlie?
I can't draw.
Charlie,
you can't draw.
Don't say that. You haven't spent enough time.
Person drawing. I'm bad at stick figures.
No.
Like I didn't even
How
know
can
that
you
was
be
There's
bad?
no way. I don't believe
Are
it.
you serious?
You downplaying yourself.
I'm not
You
gonna lie.
downplaying it.
Come on, fam.
trash. They're so trash.
Yo, fam, it's a line.
I was drawing stick figures the other day actually with my niece, and she was like, "Give it up." I'm like, "Okay."
Hey, the kids are gonna keep it the realest, man.
She's like 5, so
Kids
she's
are
super
gonna
honest.
keep it the
She's
realest.
super honest. She does not care. I'm like, dang.
Okay, Charlie, you know what? Charlie, let's just jump into hot grease. Charlie, I refuse to believe that your parents named you Charlie Cash.
No, they did not actually.
All right.
They did not
All
name
right.
me
I'm
Charlie.
one for two. I'm one for two.
Shout out my parents. I mean, thanks for calling me out, but here we are.
I'm one for two.
You are. My birth name, I'm not going to tell y'all because that's personal. You got to know me if you want to know it. I am a 3rd generation, so I cannot change my name. And the auntie that I'm named after just turned 100. Actually, she passed away. R.I.P. her. But she turned 100, and I felt like it was really important for me to keep that legacy around. So my birth name is really special to me. Charlie is the name that my spirit was called to.
Wow.
It's just the name. Like I had this
I like
thing
that.
when I was younger about unisex names, and I used to be wanting to name AJ, and then I was like, nah, like it's
AJ.
not a vibe.
AJ Cash doesn't
like,
flow as well.
It's just not a thing. And then I don't know. Charlie honestly just came to me, and I just felt like it fit me, and so I ran with that.
Wow.
Hey, look, and you know what? And you know what? On some real, you got a whole flock of angels that you be rolling with, and y'all made a movie already, so it's good. Let's go.
Gang. Shout out my gang.
I randomly heard
me?
a verse the other day, and she was calling herself Chuck.
What?
That's interesting.
Right.
People who think that Charlie is my real name, because I pretty much just go by Charlie now.
Yo, Charlie, let me ask you something.
They call me
Can I
Chuck.
ask you something? Can I just ask you like a weird question? Like not even like really about music. Really.
I'm down.
I was watching this little clip because I'm a troll like no other, right?
Oh.
So I'm watching this clip. Yeah, wait for it. Here it comes. It's coming. Here comes the curveball. Here it comes. I'm watching this clip and it's on your Instagram, I believe.
Oh,
and
so
it said and it's people in the backseat of a car and they're partying. And I'm just going to use Kevin Hart for example when he was like, getting money, we're getting money, right? And it turned up in the back of this car, and then the caption on the top says, "If the ride home from the wedding doesn't look like this, I don't want to be in the car." Is that like that your energy?
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, there was barred up.
That the other day.
That was like 2 days ago.
I'm a troll, girl.
I need it. Energy. I mean, that was literally maybe like 2 days ago. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, nah, I had a page open for you and a page open for Siri. Every time y'all upload, I refresh.
Where are they at?
We're not playing here at Fresh Juice, man. We want to really know about the depth of things.
For real.
While we were both also hunting for stuff too, I know that you said Seattle was home and the best place that you would stay in the United States, which I agree on. But you also mentioned that you would be interested in living abroad. Like, since you said that, have you considered what places you would want to live in or visit or spend your time in? Maybe some of those places are ready for your music.
That is a good point, actually. So I would love to go to the UK. My brother is a background in my family. He's a nomad, so he has no home. He just travels around. He's been doing it for like 10 plus years.
He do his music thing too, if I'm not mistaken.
Different brother. I got three of them. It's a big family. But yes, another one of my brothers does do music, but he will be in the UK for the next 6 months. And so I would love to just pop over there and see my bro.
I got an uncle in London.
Dang.
Shout out my Uncle Reno.
Hello, Mike. I mean, I'm laughing at the accent because I actively practice my British accent.
No, I do.
Speaking of
let's hear it.
Practices, yo, you said
my producer
go ahead,
Steve
go
tells
ahead,
me he hates it when I do it. I tell him all the time. He says, "No, you can't talk like that." Bro.
I mean, what's the situation?
I said, "It's calm, Steve. It's calm."
You guys are killing me right now.
It's calm, ID. It's calm.
What's the situation in there?
Yo, I had Idris Elba on my TV last night, and you guys are killing me right now.
I think Slick Rick might be the flyest dude from London. He might be the flyest London dude.
You gotta be.
Facts. Yo, if I may ask, you said the word, you said like how you like to keep busy and whatnot as far as like travel and all that kind of thing. And I'm just kind of curious about like money wise, right? I got real deep into your background. I'm not going to get too personal about talking about what I did unearth on the internet.
Okay.
But one thing I did read is that you do nails. So
yes,
do you make money doing nails when you're traveling or doing these shows and you're not like nearby your 9 to 5 or your way of means of making money, which we're not going to talk about. But in general, like, do you do nails when you're just everywhere or do you just do them for yourself?
So I am actually still in the startup phase. I'm also a corporate woman. Hello.
Word up.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Of life.
Corporate Charlie.
But nails is actually something that I started during COVID because I've just always loved my nails. I grew up in a strict Christian household and I couldn't paint my nails when I was younger. And I'm a creative, so that really just, I felt I was a rebel, so I just did it anyway.
I didn't know y'all paint your nails.
Yeah, no, my parents actually did not. They're gonna be so mad. I say that. My parents did not let me paint my nails.
Mama Cash, we sorry. We pulled it out of her. She didn't want to tell us.
Yeah, so it's a startup thing. I do have clients. They are personal to me. I have not opened the official business yet, but I'm a Capricorn, so it's coming.
Okay.
Capricorn.
It is coming.
Okay, she's out of business.
Amen to that.
You know what they say about Capricorns? They have a lot of expectations.
I knew she was gonna
Speaking of,
I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of expectations,
but she was bumping. She was like getting ready for her day or something like that, and in the background, the music was a Outkast, So Fresh and So Clean. I'm like, man, she's going to create something crazy in the music industry one day.
All right, so
Favorite artist.
So I was trying to make a transition there, and I don't think ID saw it, but we're about to.
No, I didn't hear. My bad. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I was going to say. I was trying to get there too. I was saying, speaking of expectations.
My bad, I'm delayed.
I know we got one on there, the expectations record, and also in regards to like expectations you have for yourself when you're building and creating projects. What's that process like? Or are you a perfectionist? Do you have confidants, people you can trust in to come listen to it? Like, what does that look like for you when you build it?
I consider myself a perfectionist. I think it is because I still see myself as a newbie in music and art and
You've been out here for a minute though.
I know, lol. That's so funny. I'm a learner, so I just always feel like there's more I can do, more I can learn, more I can get better at. And so I do have a lot of people around me, specifically in my family. I keep it pretty close, that I shoot out ideas to, ask for help, all the things. It's been an interesting process. I'm actually recording my first project right now, and it's been a couple years. If you followed me and followed my trajectory of music, you will know that I have been talking about this project for years.
Wow.
Okay. It's been a lot of trial and error, and a lot of like, oh, I didn't know that. I need to do this again. I need to start this again. They're not letting me have this beat. I need to find a new,
Did the pandemic play a part at all?
It did actually. I stopped working on it during the pandemic, so it was before and after. I had
lack of inspiration or opportunity.
No, I just changed me internally. I just changed. I slowed down a lot, and I needed to get clear on what it was I was actually doing for the project because I had a lot of people in my ear at the time. I was working with a group of people, a collective. Worked with a couple of different collectives, and you know how people get. When they're invested in you and they see something for you that you don't see for yourself. And so I had to just dial back. Like I've always been able to see what it is I want to do. And
there's only one steering wheel, girl.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm driving.
So to my understandings, this is an unreleased track, Expectations.
This is a song that I do
never
perform.
heard publicly.
No, it has been heard publicly,
right?
Actually. Yes, I performed this song.
Oh, word.
It's gone through a couple different renovations. This is one of the renovations. It's not the final renovation, actually.
You mentioned like utilizing your family and people around you to kind of like bounce ideas from. But you also mentioned coming from a strong Christian background. That's something we read in our research too. So how have they embraced your sound as it's developed and as it's grown? Because I've seen you live and you definitely be talking your ish a little bit, here and there, confidently too, with respect to it too, but you let people know what you're thinking and what you're feeling. So how have they embraced that transition, that growth? And is it something that lives in the back of your mind, or do you kind of just want to be Charlie and people got to accept you for you?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Be real quick, but Herman Harp said Capricorns read minds very well.
Period.
So I was gonna say that might tie into your answer a little bit.
It might.
It's a little bit of both, actually. I know I grew up singing, acting, dancing, performing. So my family always knew that was a part of me. When I branched off and decided to do it on my own, it was after watching my brother build his career and do all these things that I wanted to do, and the way he
talking
approached
about that whole brother from another movement.
Yes, my brother. Shout out Isaiah, Brothers from Another. They are the group that inspired me to create music because I just
some Seattle legends. They did their thing.
Yeah, they did, and so his approach to music was a lot different than mine. I think I'm a little bit more rebellious. I'm a little bit more. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm the youngest of 6 kids, so it took me time to be accepted in terms of what it is I would talk about. When I first started performing, I used to do this chair dance. And it was the chair dance.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember my mom came to
Don't ask too many questions, Daniel. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you ain't been outside. Yeah.
Charlie. Season 1, Charlie. Season 1, we're in season 2. Okay?
You said chair dance like Norway.
We passed it. But my mom did come to one of my shows, and I was like, just let you know, sis, like, I'm gonna be popping it, whatever. She was like,
seen the chair dance?
Okay. But she actually enjoyed it afterwards, and she was like, it's wild because you're really just free in this moment. And I know that your sexual expression just as a woman is something that is difficult to talk about. And I'm pretty outspoken.
Hit
so
that round of
I,
applause,
like,
Daniel.
Okay. I can hit it right there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's deserving, man. That's a beautiful moment. That's a beautiful moment.
So I just decided, like, nah, I'm gonna say what I want to say, because this is who I am. I'm an ever evolving, effervescent being. I don't have to express one side of me because it's appropriate for you. I can express all sides of me. And so that was that, and it was wild. She was like, yeah, you were just so free. I really enjoyed it. So they've come around. That's
that 5-dimensional, let that spirit free stuff. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to introduce the record? Kind of give it a shout out so we can get into that expectation.
Sure, I'll talk about it. So I'm a Capricorn, so I'm a firm believer that when you get your heart broken, you should be receiving a cash app soon after. All of my heartbreak, all of my sorrow, baby. What? This is emotional labor. So really, that's where the song came from. I'm not gonna lie. I was just in my head, kind of, talking mess or whatever.
Oh my
And so it came from that, but then it is a reflection of my relationships.
All right, you need to stop, KJ. We're not going to see it tonight.
Hey, and you know what? I'm actually glad that comment came. Let's play the record. Then this is going to tie into a question that I got for both y'all ladies, and it's something that Siri sang about too.
Let's get to that after the record real quick.
Yeah.
So Charlie Cash, Expectations, unreleased.
Exclusive Fresh Juice Radio. Real hot shit.
Wow, this guy has been hanging around LimeWire back in the day.
Where'd you get this?
Expectations, Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. We'll be right back at you. Siri Black's here. Charlie Cash is here. We're all here as well, so keep it locked.
Home team.
You have expectations. You said to me you think I want to meet them. What's the reason? You call and text but can't see me. Young, please believe me. I'm a rare breed, baby. If you add into my time, it's all gravy. Stacking hours, ins and right daily. What's your plan, eh? Cause you know I still want you. Here like that, need you. Here like that, are you real like that? Can't afford to spend more time on you. When the payoff means my heart breaks too. You know we could ease all this pressure. Just tell me why. You know you still play, you don't want me. Just tell me why. Baby, you've taken me far. Out my way, won't have it no more. You're the one to pay for my heart. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Baby, you've taken me far. Out my way, won't have it no more. You're the one to pay for my heart. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Baby, you've taken me far. Out my way, won't have it no more. You're the one to pay for my heart. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Baby, you've taken me far. Out my way, won't have it no more. You're the one to pay for my heart. My mind's running fast. I told you empty home, baby. Why'd you take it slow? Beat me up to leave me alone. Bet you planned it from the jump. We're both guilty. Say what's up. No, he's iffy. I don't love your eyes too different. Won't admit it. Ask me when I'm lifted. Hit him with you the ticket. Whole ride with the cotton candy finish. Won't be your girl, but I love you to the end. Match your ends. Can't trust a triple five by my whims. So catch me cruising while you worry while I wait. Ask my friends. You know we could ease all this pressure. Just tell me why. You know you still play, you don't want me. Just tell me why. Baby, you've taken me far. Out my way, won't have it no more. You're the one to pay for my heart. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Baby, you've taken me far. Out my way, won't have it no more. You're the one to pay for my heart. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Baby, you've taken me far. Out my way, won't have it no more. You're the one to pay for my heart. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Baby, you've taken me far. Out my way, won't have it no more. You're the one to pay for my heart.
Woo! Rainier Avenue
We're
Radio,
back.
Fresh Juice, Charlie Cash, Expectations, unreleased.
Heat.
Killing them.
Nice.
You're fire.
My son like that song.
Your son liked it? He said, run it up, run it up, run it up. Baby ID.
Baby ID, there it is.
Want to say something better?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give him the full screen. There we go.
You got to hit him with one more awe. You got to hit him with one more.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
he was a.
It is 9:52 p.m. right here in Seattle's Columbia City Theater, where we're the home of Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. OG Mambo said right before that song that he had a question for both Siri Black and Charlie Cash.
Well, yeah, it was mainly more so like a topic. What song was it? I think it's on your song Finna Eat, where you mentioned one of the bars is like people trying to work with you, but then not wanting to work with you because you weren't interested in being like intimate with them or whatever the case was. So as I see all these comments, because y'all all definitely very pretty girls, you know what I'm saying? We can all acknowledge that in a respectful manner. But when you're dealing with people, like, is that something that you run into? Is that a wall? Because as a male creative or a male artist, you know, that's something I really don't, you know, I really haven't had very many girls be like, yeah, let's make a song, and then make a pass at me. I'm like, no. And they're like, we're not doing the record anymore, Mambo.
You never know.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it could happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as I see all these comments flood in, and even, you know, when I even try and reach out to people or for booking for stuff like that, I definitely try and kind of like tiptoe on the approach because I understand the consciousness of that, you know. So how is that dealing with that and those type of things and receiving it? Because we all do want admiration, but at a certain point, is it like too much, creepy, whatever? You know what I'm saying? So wanted you guys to touch on that in your own regards and your own different experiences from different sides of the globe, you know?
Okay. Which one of you wants to get on that one first?
You grab the mic, Charlie. Go ahead.
I was just trying to gauge. I was trying to gauge and see if Sis wanted to go, or I was.
You go.
No, that's definitely a part of the experience. I appreciate the transparency of the bar. I would love to listen to that song. Yeah, it's a part of the experience for sure, and it's real sly. You know, people try and finesse with their words. So it's there. I've noticed at this point that there's generally a certain type of approach when that's coming. I've never had someone be like, "No, I'm not going to work with you," and I say no. But I definitely have people. I mean, you know, you real talented, you know.
That's what it looked like.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I love your
All right, but you're not lying though.
Yeah, no, it's very, very real.
She said, I mean, you know, I
If I see that, I gotta turn around. I mean, you know, what I'm saying? Like, you're pretty good. You know, that was hot.
Yeah, no, it's real, and I at this point really look for safe spaces that are filled with women. So if one woman is booked on the show, if it's just me, I prefer not to do it, because that is my typical experience. If it's two women, then I know if something goes down, gang, you know, like we are in sync with one another. I think there's also a lot of like pinning against each other because of that undertone of flirtatiousness that happens as well. That is honestly just not it. It's not it.
You mean like among like within your like local fellow female artists, there might be a dude who tried to holler at both y'all
or something, or they get in your ear and they're like, oh, well, you know, so and so, and it's like, that's my friend. We talk. There's a lot of transparency. Just I would say over my time of, you know, between women, for me, it's been a lot more like, yeah, nah, probably not the person you want to work with, or vetting, like, is this a cool situation for me to go into? Like, how was your experience working with this person? Because it is a lot of male dominated environment. I did start around rappers also because I do rap. And so I feel like if I had started maybe in a band space, it would have been may have manifested a little bit differently.
Charlie, speaking on the local and band thing, I'm sorry to cut you off, but does that play into you? Does that play into you not liking to be called a local rapper, or is that something completely different?
The in terms of singing with musicians versus a track?
Yeah. Is it like a local thing for you when it comes to not?
That was more so in regards to, I think you're referencing her that Besa interview, right? Where she kind of like mentioned like not
I'm just basically yes to your question, and I'm wondering if that's based on what she's talking about, and if that's like the way she feels about people when she's in the proximity of her local constituents, and then compared to the people that she ends up working with, just trying
Hey,
to
refresh my
expand.
memory. You reference a basic. What did I say in that interview?
And then you guys were just kind of talking about not utilizing the term local artist kind of being
right.
minimizing in its sense almost,
Yeah.
and like maybe there being a newer term or a different way to kind of utilize it, because people say that oh that's just a local rapper, that's just a local person, and it almost belittles all those hard worked hours or 2 years.
And a lot of times when you have a band, they're all local people and stuff. And I don't know, I was just kind of.
No, that's a good question. I think when you present with a band as a singer, I grew up singing with musicians. I grew up singing in church, so I am used to that. And so when you present with musicians, you just give it a little bit more professionalism, I think, in terms of the way that you present, and people take you a little bit more seriously. I personally find local artists minimizing because I've been performing for my whole life. So local, not local, I'm around. You know what I mean? Like, this is not something that I plan to keep in Seattle. But I think it just depends upon the artist, to be real. Did I answer your question? I feel like I may.
Absolutely.
Before we keep going a little deeper, okay, Daniel, I want to double back on you, Siri, and kind of talk about that line Infinity and your experiences with working with different male creatives and things like that, and the positives, the negatives, and maybe some cautions you may have had and stuff like that. So that, and I'm the just so people understand the reasoning is, one, so we can expand our understanding as men who work with y'all, and so other ladies who are out there might also be like, dang, I had that same experience, or I don't know what to look for, or what the things are, so it's just a little bit of free game to get out.
KJ Grand, I gotta shoot him some bail. He said, if my first comment offended you, I sincerely apologize.
And your comment was not offensive. I don't think so, KJ. It's just
it
that
sparked the conversation.
Yeah, it just sparked that conversation, because that type of things happen. Because I mean, you guys are obviously
coming, man.
Pretty, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you. That's my guy too.
But being a pretty girl and being a pretty guy are different things, you know what I'm saying? So different.
Big facts.
So Siri, the floor is yours. You can kind of talk about finna eat first of all, and then let us invoke that line, because it seemed like it came from a real place. When you said it in the video, you was okay.
I'm trying to see it.
Yeah, that boy didn't deserve none. Or a verse. He didn't deserve none or a verse.
No. Yeah, it's like Charlie Cash said, it's definitely part of the experience. It has happened many times, actually. And also it has happened like really directly, like if you don't want to hook up with me, then I'm not finishing your track and stuff like that.
Dang.
Which is crazy, but it happens, unfortunately. And it actually got to the point where I got so sick of it that I decided that, okay, I'm gonna just figure out how to produce myself so that I don't have to be dependent on anyone in order to make my music. So that's when I went to music school and studied music production. So I learned how to do it myself, so I wouldn't have to, like I said, be dependent on anyone in order to create my music. And so now I'm at a point where I can choose who I want to work with, and if the vibe is off, it's not like I don't have to work with you. I can do it myself. But if I like you and the vibe is right and you're not messing around, then let's work. Let's collab.
Okay, well, I answered my question already, but basically, I was going to ask
you got to drop a round of applause on that. Song.
Yeah, most definitely. That game right there.
Yeah, you man. Anytime you hear something like that, that was golden gems, bro.
I saw the small clip that you put up, Siri, of you working with Lion DeBetto.
I'm not gonna lie, I think D's trying to take us to break, man.
Oh, my bad.
We gotta pay bills. Oh, we gotta pay bills.
We gotta pay some bills, y'all. So I know the conversation is flying.
We're gonna tap right back into it.
I love.
It's all love. Do you think, brother?
I love that conversation, bro. About being a woman in the industry. Definitely had to touch on that. So we are a couple minutes over the break, so we're gonna go ahead and jump to it. When we come back, we'll be back with Siri Black of the. Joining us from the Faroe Islands, and Charlie Cash here in the studio.
See or see me.
A live performance from Charlie on the way, and another track from Siri on the way. A game of take your pick, an ID the question, and more in our second hour. So go ahead and share this: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and stay with us live.
You already know who it is. It's your girl, I am Shamel, and this is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with your hosts, D Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself.
Big Day of Play is a celebration of Seattle's diversity, and it encourages neighbors, communities, and families to have fun, build relationships, and be active together. It's a day to play your way. We'll see you on Saturday, August 20th from 12 to 6 p.m. at Rainier Playfields next to the Rainier Community Center. Don't forget to RSVP at bigdayofplay.org with promo code BDOP14 for a chance to win prizes.
1, 2, get down.
What's up, big and little homies? This is Masvita Maraire, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Petro, King County. This is where you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
See a bad
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first of jazz. Some Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
And welcome to our live studio audience for another exciting edition of Did You Know? And here we go with round one. Did you know?
COVID vaccine is free and easy to get. You don't need insurance or an appointment to get your vaccine. Vaccines are available at many locations near you.
And now we're going to double the value. Did you know?
The COVID-19 vaccine is always free of cost. You can visit pharmacies, community health centers, and other health providers in your neighborhood.
And now for the lightning round. Did you know?
The Delta variant of COVID is a mutation that has health experts worried because it's twice as contagious.
Then for our finale. Did you know?
The best way to protect yourself from the COVID Delta variant is to get fully vaccinated. Get your vaccine today.
Find out more at kingcounty.gov/vaccine. Did you know?
Check this out, y'all. It's your boy Grinch, and right now you're tuning to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with D-Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo. Hey, who got the warm ice cream?
She had a fetish, I knew it when I first met her. I read her more like an audio, the lyrics get inside of you. I can see that you like me, charismatically, unpredictable strategy gets you, automatically hits you in your anatomy. We looking for heart, how your body speaking to me, what you doing is art. They can't pull us apart, we go hard from the start. Now we done went through so much, at times we went too far. And so we learn again, go for growth, for where you going then. She say, I want more than just your whirlwind. You think way too much, I'm thinking action. What we need is simple as satisfaction. Some time on top of priorities and passions. To live better, dress so clean, we make the fashions trendsetters. Our mission is to get the wins before the night ends. Before it's too late. Before it's too late. Before it's too late. With the attitude, I ain't like that when I'm mad at you. I don't ever show no disrespect, except a couple times I do. I don't know what you expect, trying to be what you respect, attentive at its very best, truthful every breath. I internalize it, it's the action that he practice on. Yeah, I hear you talking, gotta treat it like my favorite song. You my favorite rapper, I turn you on and I sing along. You think I'm an actor and my love it need an Oscar. Girlfriend, you not that, then where we going then? It's been way too long, why you avoiding it? She say too many mistakes, cost you a good one. She okay cutting us off, we had a good run the hard way. Break your heart and just walk off. Heard you say we need plan if we involved. If I lose my chance with you tonight, I hope I get it right before it's too late. Before it's too late. Before it's too late.
No, it's not too late. It's 10:07 p.m. right here in Seattle on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice. That's Pinda. Used to be Jay Pinda, but now Pinda. Before It's Too Late. New single from him. You tuned in live with myself, D Money.
Pint Size Patron.
IDYourself, you heard?
OG Mambo.
And
I'm gonna say it different every time.
Here in the
Said like it's a commercial.
All right,
OG Mambo.
And here in the studio, joining us live, Charlie Cash there, sipping some cranberry watermelon.
Watermelon.
Yep. And joining us from the Faroe Islands, Siri Black. There she is.
Hello.
Yeah, the wave and the hello. Oh, there we go. I thought she was just gonna wave and be cool with it, just like that. But
Well, I stayed full screen, so yeah.
If you're gonna keep me on screen, I'll give you a little more, I suppose.
Yeah.
Hey, question, you guys. Did you guys get any Kendrick Lamar vibes when he was singing that chorus?
Interesting.
Not particularly. I thought it was a groovy joint though, man.
I just got it. It was weird. I was
Maybe Anderson .Paak if we're gonna put a vibe on it, but I think Pinder just sounded like Pinder myself. You know what I'm saying?
And I've never heard him like very consistently in my personal life in general. I think he's an amazing artist, but I'm just not getting hip to his sound and whatnot. But
no, I feel that.
Yeah,
I mean, to be compared to Kendrick is definitely not offensive.
He's done some heavy work though, man. He used to be Jay Pinder.
Hey,
Yeah,
it sounds cool.
Yeah, definitely. I know he almost made the XXL freshman list once, just like he didn't get
Awesome.
votes. Yeah. And it was like the year after Macklemore did. So Pender's been around for a minute. He also spent a lot of time in LA. He associated with Aftermath Entertainment. He got the chance to work with Dre's People for a minute, but it didn't work out. So now he's doing his own thing on Any Day Now. Any Day Now,
man.
Yeah. So he's also managing artists too. But yeah, he's been here in the Seattle scene for a minute. But back to our guests, Siri Black and Charlie Cash, and we're gonna get set up this next record from Siri called "Coward." And I know we've alluded to it here for a minute, and I know it came out probably. I think the YouTube said it was about 3 or 4 months ago.
No,
Okay.
Wait, yes.
Oh, okay.
Time passes swiftly. So 1st of April, which is maybe.
It was 4 months ago.
You gave
Yeah,
it
it is. Wow, feels
you
like
gave
it was
it
like
April-
1 month ago. But yeah,
gave an April Fool's video.
yeah.
That's dope, though. That's dope how you do it like that. Okay, yeah, Coward though. Yeah.
Where did you shoot that video?
Yeah.
In Oslo. Well, right outside of Oslo, in Norway.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It's
some of the
it was like
some
some
of the stuff
rural
you guys
vibes
use out
a
there is
little bit.
crazy.
Yeah, it has a real gritty and dark feel to it.
Yeah,
very-
it's a dark video.
Very cinematic. Very cinematic.
The scenery, like it's like when you can type in anxiety like views and it'll show like landscapes of all kind from across the world where you've never been before, this, that, and the third. And so when I watch her videos, I'm like, man, I can't walk outside and see that stuff. So it's like it's different for not only the location where you're at, but like just the background ambiance is different. Like I'm watching these 10-second clips of them setting up like lights and circles to be sitting above your head. I'm just like, yo, fam, F all that. Look at the background. Look at them trees, yo. They can't even look at the water, fam. Like it's see-through.
When it
So it's
when
like
it
you guys
comes to
got a
stuff like that,
beautiful
my fault, ID.
area.
My fault.
No, you're
ID.
good. It's just a beautiful area. Always a beautiful area when I see these videos of yours.
When it comes to stuff like that, you said you hands-on with like the creative process as far as like going to school to learn to produce. Is it the same thing with like the direction process, like finding videographers? Because I also know it's not just fellow producers and artists. I mean, I'm sure you guys got to have interesting experiences with videographers too. So picking someone to be vulnerable behind the lens for is, a specific thing for anyone, So
Yeah.
how is that process?
With Coward, that was the first video where I had a director. All of the other ones I've just, yeah. I mean, the first one I did with my sister, so it was like the two of us. And then the thing you just saw with my family, Let the World Unite, that was just like me telling my family to have a good time, and they felt it. So and we captured it. And the Finna Eat thing, I had someone film it, and yeah. So this is actually the first time where I worked with a director called Alex Heron, who is amazing, and you're about to see what he made.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Do you find? Sorry.
You can see like the aspect of, I know you mentioned to us offline that you are currently working on a TV show, so you are acting, and you can see in this video that the chops are showing up. Like, all musicians are not all good actors, but
This
you
is
are
true.
both. You are both.
I was just gonna. Is it easier with this director that you worked with in comparison to the previous experiences? And I know that you said, you know, you can put hands on if necessary when it comes to people not being at the expectation that you wish for, but in a general sense of being able to have your hands on and take your hands off, is it better for your creativity process of actually seeing it come to fruition with the director, or was it maybe something you kind of had to grow into?
I think had it been another director, then I would have to grow into it. But since I trust Alex so much, and it's funny that you said it's filmatic, right? That's because he's actually a film director.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was very confident in just like trusting him and letting him call the shots, and
That's cool.
following his instructions. So.
How did you become connected with Alex?
Yeah.
Well, we met at a bar.
This is why y'all can't be in her DM.
Yo, you know what we just talked about when it comes to like objectifying people? I feel like she walked into the bar and saw him like, and she was like,
All right, go ahead and dish.
I was gonna ask though, like that is the other side of like people hitting on y'all. Is that do you guys like? Would y'all speak on the privilege of having you know what I'm saying, having sight be on your favor?
You're talking about pretty privilege?
Right.
Pretty privilege?
I mean, that is real.
Would y'all want to speak on that? I mean, we could just bounce it off.
Yeah. Do you ever use it for evil? Is that what you said?
Your superpowers.
Or just speak on it in general, like you know.
Are you aware of it too? Because I know some people who are like unaware of it, even that term. They're like, "What is pretty privilege?" I'm like, your face is nice, so stuff happens for you because your face is nice. People without nice faces don't have the same stuff happening.
It's pretty simple, yeah. It's pretty simple.
It happens like that, but some people don't even realize that, like, oh, this was happening. Some stuff happened because of this alone. Both of y'all, though, I want to say before any sort of response in the way you carry yourself, I don't think your aesthetics really drives or is your best quality. You know, so you know, some people, I feel like people who are stuck in that vanity, that's like their best quality. It's like, oh, you just look good. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you guys abuse your pretty privilege. She's smiling.
Come on, just let me in. Just let me in.
I like that we're both not even saying anything.
Yeah.
Guys, I still want to hear the story.
I wasn't gonna ask, but I was like, it just fell out.
Daniel still ain't let the Alex story.
I still want to hear the Alex story, yo.
We jumped around.
Yeah, so you saw Alex in the bar.
Yeah. And we started talking. Well, he had seen some of my music videos, so he knew who I was. And at the time, I did not know who he was until he told me, because I had just done a horror film in Bergen, and then he was in Bergen to shoot another horror film. So the crew that worked on the film I was doing was also working on his film. So he was with the group that I just had like this rap party with. So I actually went over to say hi to the people I had just worked with, and then he was there, and he was like, Siri Black, I've seen your music videos. And I was like, oh. And I thought, oh, he's cute, okay. And then I said hi to him, and we started talking, and then we continued talking for hours and hours and hours. And
those are the late night, feet up on the wall.
And now it's like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a song about that. It's called Hours and Hours.
Kiss me through the phone. There's a few of them.
Well, I think on that note, we got to play the record. So shout out to Alex on the direction. You know, things may have, we're going to move it on with Coward right here by Siri Black. And when we come back, we're going to have some fun on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with our game toe. Take your pick.
Maybe I'm the reason why
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. Siri Black, yo.
Yo,
Coward.
man, for the relationship, yeah, deep stuff for real. Like, and I'm in a relationship with somebody that I went to high school with, and I just want to speak on this in relation to the song. Like, a lot of people with their insecurities specifically end up like harming people that they're with, in the sense that like they do it on accident. They always apologize for it. It's innate and second nature, and they don't want to really be doing what they're doing. And the first thing usually what somebody does when they're insecure is they run.
Right.
And so,
right.
you know what I'm saying? That song really hit depths that like my 20s were needing to hear. You feel me? So that's what's up. This song was
Shout out to the
really,
video
really dope.
director. I could definitely see the storyline that he was putting together with that one. I'm not gonna front. I see the difference.
Yeah, your boo did his thing.
That was a good look.
I was gonna speak on that too, but yeah, it's a big difference.
He's talented and cute. There you go.
Yeah, he's pretty. I like him. He's
pretty.
Somewhere like yes.
I saw the jawline, like when the light swept across the joint or whatever. And I'm like, yo, yeah, sweep back again. Waiting for the light to come out. I'm like, okay.
All right, y'all. It's time to have some fun. We're gonna play Take Your Pick right now.
Are y'all ready for this?
Oh, I love games.
Fresh Juice right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Yes, sir. So this.
I'm gonna do that before we play every time now.
Sorry. If it's your first time ever playing along, feel free to jump in the comments. It's based on a card game where there are two options. And you just basically take your pick. And we want you all to play along in the comments, like I said, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch with your choices as we all play along. We probably will not have enough time for 5 questions. We're
gonna try now. Let's get to it.
We're gonna try.
Yeah, let's get into 5.
But let's go with our first one right here. Have your flight delayed 8 hours or lose your luggage.
Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and wait 24 hours for the luggage. I don't care how long it takes.
I'm gonna definitely have to say that I would much rather keep my luggage as long as
you can't buy it.
Hold on. As long as my flight is delayed at the crib and or one of these cities where I can blow some herb. You feel me? Because if I'm in LA, Vegas, this has happened to me. I had a layover in Vegas. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go blow a couple down. I had one in LA before, like, 8 hours. That means I got enough time to smoke one, eat something, and be back through security. No problems. Come on now.
My guy KJ in the comments said he wasn't expecting that face like Zendaya and a voice like Adele. I was gonna say I did see the Zendaya comparison. I was gonna say, do you get that a lot?
All right, yeah. 8 hours or lose your luggage.
Well, no, I was just trying to comment what my guy said in the comment.
I know, but
yes, sir.
Let's keep things
ID, what you picking, dog?
I feel like personally, I grew up materialistic, but I grew out of that when I transferred into Rastafari in general. But in a sense of like just getting somewhere where I gotta go, I lose the luggage. You know, last time I just traveled coming back to Washington in general. The last time I traveled going to DC, my luggage was punctured and it was 24 hours late.
What you mean punctured, bro? Like someone
like the forklift got aimed wrong at the luggage crate.
Oh, and they punctured through your thing.
Yeah, and so it's like
you
really
can't lose your luggage. You in a new city, no toothbrush, no underwear, no headphones.
But ain't nothing but a store. That's 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 a store, brother.
All right.
So I can't let my luggage go.
I'm not letting my luggage go. That's not
I
even.
feel like
you about to smoke with me for 8 hours.
The reason why is because a lot of things are time sensitive. If you're getting on a plane, you obviously got to get somewhere.
You know, but I'm the type of person that when I'm catching a flight, I plan ahead. So if I got a show on Friday, I'm in the city Thursday, popping in, eating good, politicking. So Friday morning, I wake up ready to go if I can, control it. So 8 hours isn't really gonna throw me off all that much.
It depends upon what I'm traveling for. Is this vacation? I need my luggage. I'm sorry.
Wherever
I
I'm going.
I like to look good, so I do need my luggage. But if it's leisure time, you want to have your out,
Nah, you need your
Nah,
luggage.
you need your luggage.
You need
Siri,
your luggage.
Siri, what you doing, Siri?
You literally pack that stuff for the trip.
I would probably lose my luggage.
I'm losing the luggage, bro. Like I'm out of here.
See, Siri
Well,
and ID, y'all free spirits. Y'all gonna buy
as long as the
buy
luggage
new
arrives
clothes.
later, I'm not losing it for good, right? It's
No,
just
that's
or-
my thing. I didn't. Yeah, that's a good question. Are we
That
losing it
is
for
a good
good?
question, Daniel. Is it lose your luggage for good, or is it lose your luggage for a time
Yeah, because I
period?
thought I can get it
Delayed.
later.
If you get it back, it's just delayed.
Let's make it interesting. Let's make it interesting. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you use it for good, obviously that's easy. So let's say you get it
Yeah.
back, but it's really delayed.
So your
Like the
luggage is
following
delayed.
day.
Ooh.
Like the
I'm not
following
mad at
day.
that though. I'm not mad at
Oh,
that.
see, now that changes my answer.
I thought that
'cause
it was lost for good.
Then I can land where I want to land, and I can smoke over there and wait for my.
And I was
luggage
thinking
to
about just
get
buying
there.
like a temporary
Exactly.
T-shirt
As long as
while
I
wait
can
for
blow
the
some
delayed
tree and
So-
eat some food, I'll be all right wherever I'm at. Like
You know what
I'll
I'm saying? I
make
thought it was just
do.
like, I could get a temporary T-shirt and a pair of shorts until my luggage.
That's what
gets
I'm
here.
saying. I'm cool.
Mhm.
I'm cool.
So what about, does that change things for you, Siri? Does that change things for you?
No.
Okay.
No, dude, she changed everyone else's mind with her question.
I know.
Clever.
All right, what's question number 2? man?
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Take your pick. Keep them coming in the comments. Miles says, by the way, 8 hours. She'd rather do it the delay for the flight than lose luggage. Okay. Freeze time once per day or rewind time once per day. You can either
I gotta go last on this one.
or rewind it.
For how long?
Rewind.
This is a lot.
We had a question like this before. We had this on
Times
one of
when I
my
need.
one of my old episodes. We had a question like this, and I'm gonna stick where I was. I'm gonna be consistent, and I'm gonna hit that rewind. And you know what are you picking, Patron?
I'm a freeze time.
You're gonna freeze time.
I know why, because he doesn't want to go backwards. That's what he said last time. That was slick.
Yeah, no, I
that
don't
was
want-
slick. That was
Well,
slick.
like, man, I don't want to play God or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
You playing God if you freeze in time.
I'm buying myself a little bit more.
Nah, I want to be able to rewind. So if something tragic or wild happens or epic, I can double back on that and make a change if I need to, or enjoy it again if I want to. I don't really, being stuck in a moment. I don't think I ever want to be stuck in a moment. Ain't no moment that good.
There are some.
Stuck in one forever, just like
Daniel, there's no moment you want to be stuck in, bro. No.
I'm hitting pause, and I think I'm hitting pause specifically because I like to take midday naps.
Man,
So
that's
I can
exactly
hit the midday
why.
nap.
Exactly.
In
So you just
between
stop
my
the day
next
for a
meal.
little bit, get your nap in.
I'm pausing there, or during my meals because I love to eat. Like just
Like my son just turned 1,
Like,
so I get
the
home from
vibe.
work and I try to get that nap in with him. But if he don't want it, I mean,
you're up.
yeah,
It's all him at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my answer. I just figured it out.
What are you doing, Siri? You
Yeah,
pause or you're winding or freezing?
I'm freezing for sure.
Freezing time.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I'm
we-
gonna rewind specifically because I'll never forget anything, and as soon as I do, I'm rewinding to go figure out what I just forgot.
Okay.
Man, and they didn't specify how far you can rewind. I can rewind time.
I'm saying I'm
once
gonna
a
rewind
day.
exactly to when
I'm
I
gonna
forgot
rewind
something.
time once a day and invent every app again. Every time a new app drop, guess what? It's Mambo's. Like,
You better
what
be
are
the
you
soldier
talking
boy of
about?
time.
Jeff Bezos will hate me. You know what I'm saying? These guys will be pissed, man. Amazon Prime, that's Mambo's.
JJ Grant said rewind. I think he did it for the same reason too.
Isn't that like Groundhog Day? Aren't you just living the same day if you rewind though?
No,
Isn't that
not
that
necess-
movie Groundhog Day where they
Well,
just
that's
keep going back?
But you
Or is
can,
it the
you,
same
you
day?
get one rewind per day, so that means
So
you
you
can
do
just
have
jump
to
in.
Yeah,
At a certain point, you
It's
get
like
to move
it's
forward.
like you get to choose it, So it's like you said, you want to have a pause because you want to take that nap, as opposed to rewind, like correct a mistake.
Yeah, because if you take a nap twice, it's gonna feel the same.
I'm rewinding time. I'm betting on sports games, man.
Yeah, I'm changing my answer.
I'm betting on different people. I'm betting on Siri Black. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go discover Siri Black. I'm about to be like, you gonna be hot like 2-3 years. We're gonna do a Fresh Juice interview. We're gonna do a feature with Charlie Cash, and we're gonna go big. You're touring America.
I also like freezing time because also like you get in these moments where it gives you that time to like think like, how am I going to respond to this, rather than being indirect and making the wrong mistake.
I can understand that.
Point. Intentionality.
Like right before to figure out what you need to say. I don't know. I'm just so smooth with the freestyle. I'll just say whatever. But I understand that. I'll just say whatever. I know Patron got the bars too. He'll just let it fly. You know
I was gonna say I
saying?
got a battle next week, and I was
You
like,
know what I'm
if I could just like pause for like 3 more days,
you'll be all right. In the middle of the battle, just to get a nice rebuttal off. Like, all right, what he said. I see that. That makes sense.
KJ said Mambo always got me changing my mind.
Always.
Yeah.
You're like he intentionally does devil's
He's
advocate.
going hard
on
on
this.
it though.
Okay, I think we got time for one more. We're already over the break, but I want to squeeze in one more. So here we go. Last one. Take your pick. Have an arranged marriage or spend your whole life single.
Ooh.
Neither.
I want none of those.
I want
Kind of rude.
Single is underrated.
I have
when you
to.
really,
I have to. I have to
when
think.
you
How,
really,
I have to think how crazy. No, I can't say that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so peep. I'm gonna jump out there. I'm just gonna go first. I'm gonna take the single because me and my girl have different traditions for what marriage is in the countries that we come from.
Right.
So we don't need the papers that y'all Americans do with. We don't need the rings on the specific fingers y'all work with. We have barefoot African weddings. You dig?
Ooh, it's
And
lit.
wait,
Fire.
what does single entail? Does that mean like single and like you single and like alone, or like single and like you got situationships? You on your Jada Pinkett? Like that?
Oh my God!
That changes the answer.
I know. Run it back, OG. What'd you say?
Was it disrespectful? I wasn't trying to be. Is it rude? Oh no, she put it on the internet. I don't know.
He said,
Sorry,
"Yo,
Will,
Jada
don't smack
Pinkett."
me. Oh my gosh, don't smack me, please, Will. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna put this out there. If there were options for situationships and relationships, it would make it too easy. So
Single is alone?
Straight, single alone.
I mean, if you're in an arranged marriage,
well, then I'm gonna go with the marriage.
There you go. I said it. You can still cheat.
Oh my
You
God.
can still cheat.
I have to go with the marriage because I want to be married, but you guys don't understand. I just simply wanted to make it clear that I don't mean the kind of marriage that like it massively have papers. I just mean like whatever to answer the question.
KJ, that's a good point, KJ. I'm gonna be free.
What do you say?
I wouldn't want to marry someone I don't know, and that's the thing. I think being married to the wrong person can like stunt your growth way more than you being single for the rest.
Yeah, this question itself is playing devil's advocate because you don't want to be.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Can you get divorced if you don't like the person?
Too easy. That makes it too easy. Once you locked in, you locked in.
It does.
Once you locked in. So it could be Alex, or it could be one of those really douchey guys that you talk to in the studio. You never know. You never know.
He's gonna walk up to you. He's gonna be like,
let's get deeper though. When we're talking about arranged marriages, though, when people don't just like, it's your parents and your family and your tribes that are arranging the marriage. So they're not just picking some peon or somebody lame. They're usually getting someone that fits, and you know what I mean, that they think might have some potential. So that being said, all jokes aside, I'm definitely gonna go arranged marriage, because being alone forever, that sucks. That sucks. Being alone sometimes cool. Forever?
a man is to be left alone, but never to feel lonely.
That's wild. And there's like other like facets of marriage. You're in an arranged marriage, but your marriage could be an open marriage. You could be in a swinger marriage. You never know, man. There's just flexibility. Single is just single though. That's
Wait,
it.
but is this like I see you on the wedding day for the first time type vibes,
Or
is
it better
it
not be
before and we like?
There's shows about that.
I'm pretty sure you guys have like some courtship, but it's not like courtship to be like say yes or no. It's like, hey, this is like you should meet this person because we picked them.
Yikes! I'm upsettingly picking arranged marriage.
Okay.
But I hate it though.
Siri, where you
But
at?
I'm
You
not
gotta
vibing.
pick. We gotta get that Siri.
Yeah. I think I'd go with the arranged marriage just because I would be so excited to not excited, but like I curious to see who my parents would pick.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
How well do they know?
Yeah,
you?
That was fun. That was fun.
That's all I said.
Give me a hottie. Give me
Right, somebody fine, nice,
Yeah.
smart.
I know they'd be very picky.
But that's
so-
the thing. How well do your parents really know you? They might.
Oh,
try to-
they know me very well. Yeah.
Okay,
Good.
So
They might pick a good one for you.
I think they.
Well, they
would.
might be thinking as like a business thing. Like, let's just make sure he got the.
They got that bag right.
Yeah.
The family name is strong.
I just don't want to have to get a job.
Have you introduced your parents to the videographer dude?
Yeah.
Hey!
That's what's up.
Hey,
Hey, you know what I wanted? Hey, you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna be like,
All right, y'all, that's enough.
and it's simple because it sounds cool.
yeah.
Going back to our guys from because it's cool. What was there? What was
Abstraction.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's enough. Take your pick for today. I know we are over the break, man. So thank you all for playing along. Another edition of it with Siri Black and Charlie Cash. When we come back, we got a live performance from Charlie Cash. We got an ID, the question, and more coming at you. And
I think we got some event announcements too.
That too. So welcome to where this is Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice.
All right, here we go. What's up, Seattle? It's Art Bay, and you listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Ave Radio with D Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself.
Do you want to reach out to the Vietnamese community in Seattle? Just advertise in Le Viet Bắc, that is Northwest Vietnamese News, the longest running Vietnamese language newspaper in our region. Go to nvnorthwest.com.
Join Rainier Avenue Radio from 5 to midnight for Sunday evening sound sessions. Jazz from the Cabinets from Big Poppy.
That's right. It's time once again for Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy.
Sergio LaCour's Love Lines.
It's Sergio's Love Lines with Sergio LaCour. Go to the phone line. Tell her who we talking to.
Sage Prince, Just My Opinion.
This is Sage, and that's just about going to do it for the first half of Just My Opinion.
K-Fox Nightbeat with Nasty Ness Rodriguez.
The beat of the Fox. K-Fox Nightbeat, Nasty Ness.
You know what? You're going to listen from 5 to midnight. Just turn it on and don't stop. DJ Alibaba. The Underground Surround Sound Star Time with Paul Pearson.
Thanks for tuning in. My name is Paul Pearson.
Sunday
And
evening
this is
sound
Star
sessions on Rainier Avenue Radio. Trust me, you'll be listening the entire time from 5 to midnight. Sunday evening, your sound session on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hey, this is Paul Pearson. I've hosted the R&B show Star Time since the very beginning of Rainier Avenue Radio. And after years of featuring tracks from the 50s through the 80s, Star Time now plays R&B and hip-hop from the 1990s as well. A whole half-century of soul, funk, hip-hop, and more on Star Time, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Big Day of Play is a celebration of Seattle's diversity, and it encourages neighbors, communities, and families to have fun, build relationships, and be active together. It's a day to play your way. We'll see you on Saturday, August 20th from 12 to 6 p.m. at Rainier Playfield, Rainier Community Center. Don't forget to RSVP at bigdayofplay.org with promo code BDOP14 for a chance to win prizes.
Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, this is the kid Legacy Jones. You are now listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with your host D Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself. You heard?
There's only one big vice that's world renowned. For make the gal move them hips and work it out. So just shake for me, mommy. When you twerk for me, mommy, make the club shake and rock the crowd. Felipe Dion, sorry drummer, yeah, them are my brother. But the music of me lady, you alone, me treasure. Cause it was love at first, listen, it can't be cloned. Give me the boom and the bop plus a microphone. Me love the way how she walk, how she talk, how she set it. The jamming at the park, yo, me just can't forget it. She gonna Universal with the one brother. Then she migrate to Sony, her meds get cluttered. We know love is blind and taking over your mind. And I'm feeling like this is never easy to find. Whether major or indie, she dep on the grind. If you ever need me help, just call anytime. Cause you are the only girl to make me spend my last dime. The mountain peak gets the two how we are climb. So is you is, or is you ain't my baby, my lady.
My music is my lady. Without her, I'm going crazy. I gotta restart feeling, bring some healing. National Potential Daily. My music is my lady. My music is my lady. I gotta restart feeling, bring some healing. National Potential Daily.
Girl, you have the touch that I need so much. And you have the style, girl, I love your smile. Took over the world, now they know your name. But they dumb you down, gal, me feel your pain. Them tell you hate the legends cause we way too old. You gain everything but you lose your soul. From reggae to hip hop, now them say them gone trap. Lost in the streams, I'm missing no if it come back. The love of my life on to bigger and better. Cherish the memories we made together. Real ghetto girl from the streets of NY. Anytime I touch the city, tears coming on me eye. Me know the move down south was $1 billion buy. Now you're there, you Calabasas, I bang the west side. From Afro beats to reggaeton, you have so many sides. If a man not have no passport, him need not apply. Get your face, somebody fix up, me can't recognize. The girl me used to love who was the apple of my eyes. Me can't get you back, but me still have to try. Me love me lady music till the day that I die. Cause she loves me, then she loves me not. She loves me, then she loves me not. My music is my lady. Without her, I'm going crazy. I got a certain feeling, bring some healing. Nation up a day show daily. My music is my lady. My music is my lady. A certain feeling, bring some healing. Nation up a day show daily.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. That is Edley Shine, my lady music, featuring Filipino and Sorry Drummer right
You
there.
said Fepperino?
Fepperino? I don't know. But anyway,
I think it's supposed to say Filipino.
Filipino? Is that how you spell it? But anyway, and sorry.
No, that's not how you spell it.
But anyway.
Out of DC, good music right there on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio, with myself, D Money.
Pint Size Patron.
IDYourself, you heard?
Yeah, OG Mambo.
Here in the studio with us, Charlie Cash. And from the Faroe Islands, early in the morning, Siri Black, waking up early just to join and talk with us. Definitely.
Getting ready to go cook up some new heat.
Actually, I haven't slept, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're a rock. You're a
Okay,
real rock star too.
Still going.
Siri,
Party like a rock.
where you stay up all night like that, it's just rock star training. You just getting ready for tour. You just getting ready for all. That's what I tell myself mentally. When I see the when I hear the birds and I'm still writing, I'm like, oh yeah, it's rock star training. That's all that.
Yeah.
Is.
Okay.
It's all about perspective.
Whatever you make at the studio, just leave an open verse for me, okay, so I can bless you. So.
Okay.
Hey.
that's the need a wink emoji for that one. There you go. But we are about to get a performance here from Charlie Cash. But before that, let you know about a couple things going on here at Rainier Avenue Radio. This Thursday, you can catch a live performance from Jefferson Park from the Super Sones live at 7 p.m. on Thursday. Also, this weekend, we will be covering the Emoja Fest Football Jamboree right here on the station. So you can join us live this Saturday at 2 p.m. I believe we'll be live for about 3 or 4 hours watching the kids do scrimmages right before the season. And upcoming later this month, the Rainier Avenue Radio Basketball League for boys and girls, 6 teams, 6 games, 2 divisions. It'll all be going down. All players are receiving podcast training, and there'll also be a special reality show getting to know all of the players right here for Rainier Avenue Radio. Also, our guys here on the station have their own events, man. We got one from Mambo here.
Oh, yeah, man. So September 15th, we're going to be rocking with B.O.B. at the Crocodile. Got some of the homies from the town, Mr. Nice. Tia Hess, I think Isaac Jacuzzi's going to be in the house. And we got Daniel Yates is going to be doing this thing too. So that's coming up. And then even closer, man, next week, my guy Vozy, the real estate extraordinaire, is bringing out I think his name is Arivu is how you pronounce it, and he comes straight out of India, man. So they're calling him like the Kendrick Lamar in India.
Wow,
and,
that's
Vozy got the privilege of hosting him out here, so he got me and Shamel on the bill to hold things down and bring that Seattle energy, present us as well as we can, man. So that's what we got going on, man. So that's gonna be Sunday in UW.
And someone got a battle.
Yeah, man. Patron battling next week, Vancouver, Canada. Shout out to G Show and shout out to Copacetic and Pathogenic shouting us out on the Instagram earlier today, man. But yeah, we'll be in Vancouver next weekend. August 13th.
3 rounds?
Smoked Out Battle Leagues. Yeah, it is 3 rounds.
Body him, Patron. You gotta hold us down.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Wait, you're a battle rapper.
Don't let him say
I
nothing
missed
about
that.
Fresh Juice either, man. He said,
I'm
I
so
gotta
late.
show up to the next battle so I can stand in the background. I want to be one of the guys. I always
So,
wanted to.
Patron, did you
Some battles going down in Tacoma, by the way, man. I'll get the flyer ready, but yeah, well,
I'm pulling up. I'm just so I can smoke one and stand behind you. That's all I want to do.
Patron,
I'm
I
not
just had a
battling
real quick question.
Tacoma, but it's a heavy card.
Well, what about you, Charlie? You got any events coming up? Siri, you got any events coming up?
I have some shows happening in August that I am not yet allowed to talk about. No, not even like that. They're just like, don't drop it yet because we need to get the details.
Presentation.
No, I was, yeah. So
left it with the O.
Yeah. I guess I should have. I'm transparent. I'm an open book. Yeah, so that is happening. I'm also currently working on my project, and that will be releasing in September.
Ooh, nice. What
here
about
we
you,
are.
Siri? Anything?
Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, I'm going to Malta to do a TV show there.
Oh,
So I'll be
wow.
there for August and September.
Is there anything you can disclose?
Yeah, it's a kids show.
Oh,
okay.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, Siri, quick question. Did you die in
Yeah.
that horror movie that you played in?
Now, fresh juices for the kids.
It is, man. Just like
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Like them, huh? A lot of similarity.
I think Fresh Juice is a little more for the kids than the Woo. I don't know. We'll let them debate. That's
It's a different thing.
What's this kids show called? Can you
What's it called? Emma and Casper and Emma.
Casper and Emma?
I don't.
Oh wait,
I don't.
Is it a cartoon?
No.
No.
Is he a friendly ghost?
No.
Watch the link of the show talking about.
Million questions.
I had to, man. I had to.
No, I feel you. I wanted to know too.
KJ, what you talking about?
There's gonna be a giant at the top of the beanstalk from those beans Charlie spilled.
Beans.
That's wild.
Don't throw me
Y'all
up.
crazy.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, speaking of speaking of the spill, man. Speaking of the spill, Charlie Cash is about to spill a live performance and spill in a good way. Definitely.
Let's cook.
Yes, so I'm just gonna sing a little some tom tom.
Get your tape decks ready. Rainier Ave.
Make sure you got the applause button ready too.
It's ready. It's ready. Trust. It's ready.
Rainier Ave exclusive. Rainier Ave exclusive.
Yeah, for sure. I like to just sing this song a cappella. It's one of my favorite songs. It's just a little intro. I will not be singing the full song because you got to tap in with me to hear that. What's up? But I love this song. I like to say my introduction because I always perform it, and it's the song that's got people crying and also got people like really, really excited, and it just comes from my spirit. So I'm gonna just sing a little snippet for y'all, and we're gonna do it.
You got the spotlight.
What's it called?
Do you have a name?
Yes, it's called Hello.
I know this one. Oh my God, I'm so best fan. I know this one. Okay, let me announce it. This is Charlie Cash, live on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice, about to bless your ears with an unreleased single entitled "Hello." Oh, I'm good. That boy's good.
That boy good.
Go ahead, bless us with it, Queen.
Come on, do it.
Hello to my mama, my sister, and my brother, and my caddy with the ganja. Hello to the old me. I'm loving on the new me. You the reason I could be hello. What's up with the homies? Love you to the end. Yeah, hello. Nothing changed but everything shining like a wedding ring. They the reason I could sing.
Ooh.
See, we're living in a lonely world, and ain't much seem like it's gonna change. One thing that's for sure is no, I ain't gonna love in vain. That's all you get.
Oh my goodness. Hey, it's like she gave you a little bit, but she really gave you more. Because I seen that live a few times. I ain't seen that version, Charlie. What was that?
Hey, and I'm gonna say like the black folks.
Bro, that
She
was
gave us more
special.
than a little bit.
That
I'm
was
gonna
a
say
real
I'm gonna
exclusive.
say like the black folks. She gave us more than a little bit.
In this industry, we call that a tease.
It was a tease.
Yeah, that was a
real
nice tease, man.
That was
a
nice.
tease, man.
That's
I
my
got
soul
JJ.
song. I love that song.
JJ say you got a beautiful voice. He would
Thank
know.
you, friend.
He sang multiple tunes.
Thank you, friend.
I can see that would make somebody cry though. I can see that would make somebody cry.
It's actually
Mm-hmm.
real upbeat too. So when I do perform the song, it's real like
Hello.
it gives kind of like a Chance the Rapper vibe. But I do I do
yes.
intro. Yeah, it does. I intro a cappella, and I'm short. I'm like 5'2". So when I do the song, I raise my hand up super high so people look at me.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the acapella, and then I'll sing it. But
Man,
yeah, that's my song.
I like that variation.
Nice.
You have to take that to the live set, y'all. That was crazy
acapella.
what you just did right there.
Miles
Nah,
Salvador clapping it
Yeah, I'm
up.
mad I couldn't see that on the theater stage. That would have been lit.
the words,
Yeah.
the words are
Come to
really
my
hitting.
shows to see the song. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
make sure y'all follow
Oh,
her.
I'm with it. I'm with
It's
it.
gonna be posted all over the Instagram and everything like that. So you stay tuned in on what we got going on. What we need to do is figure out how we gonna fly Siri Black out here
Period.
to co-headline
KJ
with Charlie
Period.
Cash, hosted by OG Mambo, featuring Pint Size Patron and ID Yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Yes.
Me on the ones and twos holding down the board. You feel me?
You gotta put me last on my mental.
Box, man. I ain't got a date for y'all yet. I'm not spilling the beans like Charlie.
You gotta make me the last performer. I might melt the microphone. You gotta make me the last performer.
Well, we got a couple of minutes here, man. So I definitely want to give us the opportunity to have one question to stump us before we go. So
Y'all ready for this?
Yourself.
let's do that. ID the question, yo.
All right, let me read this formally because it comes to my mind and I want to, you know what I'm saying, give it to y'all straight. So the question is,
Right off the bat.
do you feel that your spiritual self develops slower or faster than your physical self? Yourself.
Wowzer.
Mm-hmm.
Good one.
Well, what you
Thank
thinking,
you.
Charlie? What you thinking?
Dang, me first?
Yeah, you're going first.
I was so
Oh, I'm
ruminating.
deep, man. I'm deep. I'm deep. Let's go.
Off the top of my head, this is what first came to my spirit. For me personally, I think that my body has developed a little faster than my spiritual because it takes time to accept things that are difficult to accept. So I feel like I just came out of a fog of unacceptance. And I had to accept some things that were really difficult about myself, about the world around me, about my relationships. And I feel like I've done kind of like a speedy catch up to where my body is now after accepting those things. So I would pick physical over spiritual. Also, you know, when you have grown kids because they live in their fear and they live in their conditioning and they haven't allowed the reality of what's in front of them to really play out. I think that's very prevalent in our society.
Tapping in with you, I'm second of 6 kids and I'm the second oldest and you're the second youngest, but I resonate with a lot what you're saying because of that, though.
That's dope. Oh, 6 kids. Love that.
What you thinking, Siri? What you thinking?
I think that's a tough question, and I'm trying to like wrap my mind around it.
Yeah.
We can try and simplify it a little bit.
That's a good one though.
But what part
You
of
know what?
you
I
do
really
you
thought
think
about the
grows
two of you ladies, and
faster?
I wanted to get real deep with this one. So yeah, I really want to hear what y'all gotta say.
Yeah, do you feel like your spiritual self grows faster or your physical self grows faster? And that can be throughout your lifetime, kind of what Charlie was talking about, or you could talk even more in a present moment as you're evolving as an artist. Do you feel like you grow physically or spiritually and mentally and emotionally more?
I think I've had a switch. I think before, until maybe when I turned 20 or something, I think my physical self grew faster, and after a certain time, I think I had a switch where it went the opposite way, and that's where I'm at right now, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. Where your mind is kind of excelling at a fast rate with your awareness and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about y'all?
Oh, you're gonna let the fellas.
Is everyone else still thinking about it? Because
Man,
we just came.
I'm gonna jump out. I'll jump out first. I already have my answer with the question. So for me, I feel like I'm like 247 years old or something. I feel like when I was younger, a lot of my energy was external, and I had to let a lot of the aura kind of just spread because I was so implosive. and in a positive way. There's nothing bad going on with me, but in the sense that I couldn't keep it all inside of me. And so I had to switch, like, you know what I'm saying, like Siri spoke about, where instead of outputting so much, I was waiting to see what energy was going to come my way. And then I started to learn how to divert energy around me to protect me. As Will Smith quoted at one point, he said, protect your light with your life. And so now I kind of protect it by just guiding around other energies as opposed to just letting all mine out.
Man,
That's
which
so
one did you pick?
interesting.
So I definitely grew spiritually before I grew mentally or physically.
Man.
And faster, you know what I'm saying, spiritually.
I feel like you saying that just highlighted like the honing process, because I think each one of us talked about that specifically in different ways, like the honing process of your spiritual, you know, like it really is, you're honing your energy. It's kind of like master training, like I don't know, the way that you were moving your hands and stuff, saying that was just
you have to really,
really are
like,
honing our energy.
Yeah.
I would have to say,
yeah.
my fault. I just
No,
seen
you're
the
good.
clock.
I'm
I
just
just seen
agreeing.
the
You're
clock.
good.
I seen the clock ticking, so I was gonna get mine off and pass it to
You're
my
good. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing.
But I would just say quickly, for me personally, I actually had probably the opposite experience from what Siri was talking about. And I think mentally and spiritually, I had an immense amount of growth like in my early youth, because I'm the oldest out of my family. So when you're the oldest, you have to figure a lot of things out on your own. So in the process of doing that and understanding that process, I feel like my spirit and mental awareness kind of grew to where I knew how to maneuver, as to where as I got older, grew and cared more about my physical state, like in a literal sense, to like going to the gym. Now I see physical growth happening like exponentially faster. And it's not like I'm not still mentally growing, but the growth pattern just doesn't equate, So I'm probably on the other side of the scale with that.
I think I'm
And you're the oldest, and I'm the youngest, so it makes sense that it will be opposite. Kind of.
I'm the youngest of four, and I kind of agree
Same.
with. Yeah, they call that a bunso in the Philippines. But I was gonna kind of agree with your Siri. It's like there is a switch, because I feel like you grow so much as a child physically, but then the spiritual growth is more of it takes time. And the weird thing to me is I think it's more of a degrowth. You know what I mean? It's more like a let go, let things come naturally.
That's real.
It's interesting you said that. It's interesting. Go ahead, go on, keep going. Sorry.
So it's kind of like they're both opposites leading. It's like a Benjamin Button thing. It's just you're growing younger spiritually.
Because
you're growing older.
Because first you grow to care, and then eventually you grow to care
and
less.
then you really got to just what you wanted as a child there was nothing wrong with that in the first place. But
Right.
You grew into society and just had to adapt.
Okay.
Man, this was a fire episode.
It is 10:58 p.m. We got to be out in less than a minute and a half. Really quick, Siri, Charlie, anything you want to say before we bounce?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Charlie Cash with 2 S's. Don't forget the double S, because that's what
double S's.
Double
Siri
S.
Black with 2 S's.
Oh, period.
Hey.
Yeah. Man.
All right. Well,
man, shout out to y'all ladies for coming through and doing our thing. Appreciate all the followers for tapping in too.
Yeah, appreciate
many thanks.
Yeah, no, thank you for staying up and missing some sleeping. And I was serious
Thanks
about
for having me.
Better tap in on the DM.
But definitely get your rest though. You know what I mean? As an artist, you got to be well rested to get up there. So definitely sneak that in.
D-Money, catch 2 hours.
What we got next week, D-Money?
On Fresh Juice, another woman, Scarlett Park.
Oh yeah.
She's been on the show a couple of times, so it'd be good to have her again. I thought she was in LA, but she'll actually be here in the studio with us.
She's actually got some
Seattle.
exciting stuff to tell us about her journey back from LA.
Estilo of Unleashed Entertainment. He spent a lot of time in LA himself too. So a couple of folks that have spent a lot of time in LA, but are both here in Seattle. So Estilo, Scarlett Park next week, August 10th at 9 p.m. right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. As always, got to do the couple of things real quick. Facebook group. You follow us there. Watch the show there. Facebook.com/group/FreshJuiceMedia. Facebook.com/group/FreshJuiceMedia. We are on our Spotify playlist. All the music on the show heard on our Spotify playlist. You can go like that and listen to that. Speaking of all the music there, Fresh Juice Mix 2022, Fresh Juice Mix 2022. We're on IG and Twitter at Fresh Juice Media. You can see clips of the show, upcoming guests, pictures with our guests after the show as well, and exclusive content. IG and Twitter at Fresh Juice Media. Also, audio archives. You can go to mixcloud.com/Fresh Juice Podcast, mixcloud.com/Fresh Juice Podcast, and everything Fresh Juice is on our Linktree, Linktree/Fresh Juice Media, and that's the best place to find our YouTube channel, which is also Fresh Juice Media. All right, it is 11 p.m., which means we got to turn it over to the Neon Ghost Show. So they'll be on air at 11, hosted by the Robbie. He has a recap of the WWE SummerSlam, so you can tune in and hear his thoughts on that. And as always, keep sipping that fresh juice. Peace.
Peace.
And bless.